Hi everybody, this is Chani Weeds and her teacher leadership blog talking about teacher researchers. So the question I'm answering is how can you support teachers in being active researchers that actually seek out and monitor the effects of new instructional strategies? So I think the best question to start with really is why don't teachers do more of this? Why don't they do more research? Why don't they try to switch things up more often? And I think most of it is just fear of the unknown, fear of trying something kind of different and outside of the box, and then getting negative feedback from students or from parents, and worrying that it might not work. Also, just getting so caught up in outcomes in terms of the students' grades, and worrying that, well, what if students' grades drop, and just being so focused on that outcome as opposed to learning outcomes and learning goals. So I think we're moving along the right path with growing success in terms of looking at the different ways that we assess, and we're getting out of that a bit, but it is still difficult for teachers to do something different. Again, a lot of it is the parent feedback because they were taught in a different system, and so they might be resistant to change in their own children, especially if they don't adapt to that change right away. So I think the number one way that we can encourage teachers to be active in trying new instructional strategies is to be the model. Just start by doing it yourself. You need to, try different things and monitor the results and share that with your staff in a way that's applicable to all different grade levels or subject matter. So, for example, I've implemented the flipped classroom, and it was a very big undertaking, and it was very risky. But just by myself doing research on it and going back and forth has encouraged others to try similar things. Then I think it's really important that you provide professional development on the different strategies that are out there. Expecting busy teachers in their own time to try to find all of the different strategies is not realistic. So as a teacher leader, it's so important that you siphon down the most effective new strategies that are out there and provide professional development for your staff so they are able to kind of pick and choose something. Then you really need to create goals. I really believe you need to sit down with each individual teacher and talk about what their instructional goals are, so that you can create a timeline with them. Some teachers will be very eager to change and will want to get started right away, and some will be more resistant. So the approach that you take will vary based on the staff that you're presented with. But it's important then to help create a monitoring plan with each staff member. So maybe they want you to come in their classroom and visit. I think some principals don't want to be a burden and do that, or don't want to be overbearing. But some teachers really, really want that feedback. So I think it's important to create a monitoring plan that works for each staff member and the goals of the school as a whole. So that you can make sure they are on track to meeting the school's goals in terms of implementing new strategies. So maybe this seems basic, but I think that with these simple things that there can be a lot more research done within schools and amongst staff, and positive change can be made in education. So thanks for watching, guys.